This this is funny because this one is a journey again. I can't even show you how combat works because I keep getting journeys. Well, that's the way it is. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm really excited to again play through Dragons of Etchinstone on my channel. Why am I saying again? Well, actually, those long-time viewers of my channel of you may know that I already played through Dragons of Etchinstone by Joe Klipfel, but through the original game, right? This is like a new packaging and like Dragons of Etchinstone in a new format published by Chip Theory Games. And I've been playing like this new version a few times already. It's pretty much like the same. It's pretty much identical to the old version. There are like a few small changes, but not too much. Mainly it's like about like card quality and also the artwork and everything, right? The cool thing is it comes like in this box here, and there are like this box is usually full because there's the base game here in the front. Then we have the North Vale expansion, which I also showed off on my channel, and the Siege expansion. And also I do have the Felines of Etchinstone spin-off. There are these cards missing in here because I like went all in for this, because this is a game that I really like, as most of you may know. And I also got like this deluxe wallet thing. This does not hold like all the expansions and stuff. It doesn't even hold one expansion if you put the rulebook in here, but it has like this nice magnetic cover, has like this really nice faux leather look here. I really like that. And also, that here like put like the base game in here, right? If you leave out the rulebook, which I probably will do because I know how the game plays, you may even be able to fit like part of the North Vale expansion at least in here, right? So you have like another mage to take. Today I will be playing only through the base game. I will not be playing like through the expansions yet. I am planning to release videos on everything pretty much on the base game today, of course, but also on the expansions and also on Felines of Etchinstone. I don't know if I can do all of that, right? My schedule is really full. Now we have end of December, the 27th to be exact, and my schedule is already like pretty much full until around like mid-February, end of February, right? So like 2 months, which is like really crazy. So I don't know when I can fit this in, but well, you know, because you're watching this video right now. All right, before we get started, as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. Oh yeah, there we go. That was already a little bit missing in here, just because I was like setting up the lighting and the camera here for this video today. Okay, so Dragons of Etchinstone. I will explain how this game works as I play. I might not go into like extreme detail because I do have a video already on my channel that explains how it works. Also, this is not a teach. This is not a how to play video. You will learn and see like how this game plays in general, right? But it's possible that we will never encounter specific things, so I will not talk about those. And also, it's always possible that I like make a mistake here or there. I know the game very well, but still, you never know, right? You never know. Since I have to record here, I have to see that everything is in frame, the lighting works, there are no missed frames or anything. So yeah, it's always a little bit different recording that than playing it privately. All right, for setup is like really, really simple. What we do is we do have like these help cards here. We have like one with like the phases of play and the final battle. That's fine. That's something you can just like put aside if you want to, right? And like more important are the enemy abilities. To be honest, I still don't know all of those because they don't come up all the time, and I can't remember these symbols, right? And what they do. But that's why you have this handy chart here. This and then the next thing you do is there are 2 cards with dragons, and you will choose one of those. I will be playing against Rodwing today. That is like the easiest boss. I'm like battling him today because then you can like then I can like focus a little bit more on the rules and everything. But I haven't played against all of them. I think Grimrock, I think it's the hardest one because he has like 3 resistances. He is still missing. But I've played against like all the others, I think twice each. So I've played this version of the game like 5 or 6 times now. But I have played the game like loads more before with the old version, right? So that should be more than enough to show you how this game works. So yeah, we have this dragon. Then also we have these 2 region cards. Just make sure like region 1 and region 3 are here at the top. And then also we have, we have like all of the mage cards, right? The cards we attack with. Make sure these have different orientations. As you can see, they have level 1 here, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Make sure, I will get like to that a little bit later. Make sure for setup you have all the cards oriented with the 2 in the top left because they all start at level 2. And then you just give them a shuffle, right? I will just give them like a few quick overhand shuffles. I think that should be enough. Maybe one more. And then just give them a cut here. All right. Now for setup, you take like these cards into your hand because this is an in-hand card game, which means is we will be playing this just within our hand, right? So you take like the 16 cards here. Then you take the dragon that you put at the back of the deck. Then you take the region card you will not use for now, which is regions 3 and 4. Put this also at the back. And then you draw your first hand of 4 cards. Like these cards are like really weird because on the one hand, they're like quite slippery, right? But on the other hand, they stick together a little bit, right? So it's like kind of hard to get like these 4 cards, but I have them. So, and then we put the region card in such a way that you can not only see the level here of the card, which we don't need here at the moment, but you can actually see like this symbol up here, right? These cards all have like this symbol, either a skull or like this waypoint symbol here in the top left. And you need to see that, including the icon right next to it in case there is one, right? And then you take all the other cards and you just take them into your right hand like this. And this is how you can play the entire game in your hand. You can also, of course, place these cards down and this as well. But for now, I will play it in hand. I will see like how well I can record it in hand for the video. It may be possible that I will switch to putting it on the table, some of it later on, right? Because like on camera, this is all like different because I have a camera right here in my face, right? And a microphone as well. So the screen over there. So it's not too easy to have this actually holding my hand on camera, but I will try. Okay, so how does this game work? Well, actually, we are apprentice mages and we are like going through regions, defeating enemies in order to slay the final enemy. There's a little bit more to the lore, but I think that's enough for you to kind of see like what we're doing here. And like all of these cards are like our spells, our attacks here, right? Like to see like they all have like flavor description, so to speak, or flavor titles here: destruction, adapt, burning, bridges, fleet, footed. Then we go through 4 regions. We start in the Jade Mountains right here. And we always see like what we do first in this region. So first we have like these waypoints here. There's like there's like a journey. I think you will also have, do you have them? Actually, no, you don't. You don't have like the names of all of that on the cards here, on the reference cards, but that is fine. So what do we do? Well, we take a look here if there's a skull or a waypoint. It's a waypoint. So here are the enemies that we need to defeat if there were a skull. But since we have the waypoint, the journey symbol, we need to undertake a little journey here, right? And you see here at the bottom, we have 4 journeys, 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right. And this says journey 1. That means this one here on the very left. And there are like several things you can see here. Usually there are like 4 things to keep in mind here. The 12 is the value that we need to reach. More on that in just a moment. 2, the number here, is the penalty we need to take in case we can't quite do the journey perfectly. The 3rd thing is the background of the color. It's very simple. It's yellow. That means, right, we will get a bonus if we do it with a yellow move. And also at the bottom, you see the experience we get if we like at least have a partial completion of the journey. So now we take a look at the cards on our right here. We have like all of these cards. The build is made up in such a way that we have like the level up here in the top left. That's just important for you to know whether you can up or downgrade it. More on that a little bit later. Then you have a symbol here that also is the color of the card. That is the element. Then we have the title. Here in the top left, that is not important right now because that is only for the key card. This card, by the way, is called the key card here. That tells us like what we have to do. And then here is like the most important stuff for the card. Everything on the right and here on the bottom is not important because that's only relevant if we have the other level. Same for the back. This up here is the initiative. That's only important for battles. I will get to that later when we actually have a battle. Now we have a journey. This one down here is like an attack if it's a fire symbol, or if it is movement, if we have like the boot symbol here, which we need for journeys, and the fire symbol we need for battles. So right now we're looking for boots. This is the regular attack or move action, but we also have like the enhanced one in case we can couple it with the correct element. Then here we have a boost of +2. That's for the boost card. And down here, 1 is like how much damage we can soak with that card in case we are damaged during a battle. That is everything you see on this card. All of that might sound cryptic for now, and yes, this game is quite complicated, quite complex. But I will try to explain it as well as I can, without explaining too much, because I actually want to play through the game and show you how it works. And it's not the shortest game. I need like 30 to 45 minutes for like each round usually. All right, so we need to reach a movement value of 12 to conquer this region. All right, let's do that. Now we first take a look at all cards that have movement symbols. We have one here, 9, with a 5 and a 5, or respectively 5, 3, 3 for the non-enhanced one. Of course, we are always looking at the highest value, a 9, right? We need to reach a 12, so let's take a look at the 9 here. And if we couple it now with a yellow element card, that's really good. So first of all, we always take like the main spell card. Then what we do is, like right below the spell card, we put the element that we want, the element card. I would take the yellow one here now, for sure, right? Like this. So now we would have 9 because we paired with that element card here. And then we also have to assign a boost card. And we put the boost card at the top here. So I will just take, I don't know. Let me take this one for now, the Burning Bridges. So what we now have is an action set consisting of 3 cards here, as you can see, right? This one is the reserve card. This is one card we will, unless there are like a few exceptions, but this usually we can take into the next round, into the next whatever we do, battle or journey. Here we have these 3 cards. This is our action set. This one is our main spell card where we determine like what we do. So here we do movement. This on the left is the element card. It needs to be yellow for that one to be able to trigger. If that were like red or anything, then I could only do the lesser movement here. And the one on the top here does 2 things. That's the boost card. It gives us +2 to either our initiative, which is the number up here, not relevant for now, or +2 to our spell, whatever we do, in this case, movement, right? So right now we do a 9 movement because of that spell card, because of that element, and +2, that's 11 movement, but we need 12, right? So we didn't quite manage that. So you see, like, this isn't the perfect setup here, right? It would have been perfect if like another card would have been yellow and I could have put this one here as the boost because +3 would have been enough to get to 12. But we're only at 11 now. That means we have a partial victory. If we have the half of what's written here, so 6 or above, then we do have like a victory. We do get the experience points at the bottom. But if we don't reach the 12 or more, then we have like a partial victory, partial completion, so to speak, and we need to take the time penalty. All right, so now we have the penalty phase. What we do is we now do the penalty, and time penalty means we take the top 2 cards of our deck here and put them at the back of the deck. That's bad because the faster we progress through the deck, the less we can upgrade and the less we are ready for the final battle, right? So we really want to try to avoid these time penalties. Okay, so now we get our reward. Our reward is 5 experience. 5 experience means you see something else in the bottom of the cards that I haven't talked about yet. And these are these experience symbols here. And these tell you how much experience is needed to upgrade these cards. And we want to upgrade as much as possible. There's one thing that I really suggest you do at the beginning of the game, and that is to take a look at the dragon you're facing. Red means you don't really want like red attack at the end. You'd want red movement symbols, but you don't want red attacks. I will explain later why that is, but this is like essentially red means he's like defending against red, right? But movement red would be good because we get an extra boost. But then again, having like red shields is good because you see there are like these shields here at the bottom of the cards. I will get to those a little bit later. That means upgrading this card wouldn't be amazing because having a red attack is not great for this boss, but red movement is good, right? So it wouldn't make sense to take the 5 experience and maybe upgrade this card here. So what we do is we now rotate it or flip it to a 3, right? If we downgrade it to a 1, we rotate it, but if we upgrade it, we just flip it to the 3 here. So this card is now upgraded. We still have 1 experience points left, but we can't do anything with 1 experience point, right? So, and now it's the cleanup phase. So now the 3 cards from my action set that we used, we put those at the back of the deck. And then we are ready pretty much for the next round by preparing to draw up to 4 cards. We still have 1, which is a reserve from last round. So we draw 3 more. We put that one here. So we see like the key card here. Oh, always keep in mind to never change the orientation. I accidentally did, but now it's fine again. And now we put it like this again, so we have the next key card here telling us what to do. All right, it's another journey. You know the journey already. It's the same one, even a yellow 12. So now we look here. What do we have? We do have a purple one here, 7, which doesn't really help us because we don't have a purple element. But purple, by the way, is shadow. But what we can do is the following. We will take that as a spell card. Now we need an element card, a purple one, which we don't have. But what we can do is we can now take 2 cards of the same element, these 2 blue ones here. We can just overlap them on top of each other like this, right? So they look like one card. And now these stats all count, just like as if it were a regular card, but we can choose the element. You may think like, yeah, well, that's easy then. Well, not quite, because we still have to assign our boost here. That means we have used all 4 cards. That means we will not take a card into the next round, which is not good, of course, right? We want to like get through the deck not too quickly. So, but this is now how I would set it up. I would have 7 movement. That would count because this counts as purple, and we get a bonus of +3. That means we now have a movement of 10. We need 12, so we didn't get it. So as a penalty, we again need to discard 2 cards from the top of the deck, and we get to upgrade 5. So now we pull all cards. We get have an experience of 5. So now we pull apart all cards again, because yes, we use these 2 here as the element card, but for up and downgrading, we can still like take these cards like single, right? So let's see. Red attack, as we said, not that great. Blue attack would be fine. We could attack. We could improve that. We could also improve like our movement here. But I think I will improve an attack now because we want to like improve like all of that a little bit, right? So we have like an upgrade of 3 here. It would make more sense to upgrade this one because this takes like 4 experience points. We have 5, and we can't use like the excess experience points for anything because just not enough. But I don't really want to improve this. Well, then again, let's look on the other side. Then again, if we improve it all the way up to 4, we get a shield of 3, which is good. That means we defend more against the dragon later on. So you know what? Let's actually take this card and improve it to a 3. Okay. All 4 were our actions at this time, right? That means all 4 go to the back of the deck. And we draw new cards again. This is funny because this one is a journey again. I can't even show you how combat works because I keep getting journeys. Well, that's the way it is. All right, so let's see here. Journey, we have a 9 here. We have a 6 there. For the 6, we would have an element card, right? But I would like to get I actually would like to get to like a 12 at some point. So what I will do is I will take this one as my spell card, 9, that's fine. I don't have a yellow element card, but I can take these 2 purple ones, put them on top of each other and say these are now yellow. And then this one is my boost. All right, so see, like once you know how it works, you can work out quite quickly how to actually like construct your action sets. All right, so we need 12. I have 9 here because this one counts now as a yellow element. Lightning, I think it is. And plus our boost of 3, that's 12. So we actually reached that this time. So no time penalty. We don't have to discard any cards. And we get to upgrade 5, like have 5 experience again. Both are at level 2 already. I think, let me think. This one like is really strong, right? This is a really strong one. So you know what, let's upgrade that to 3. So you see now we're at 11 here. All right, we used all 4 cards, so all of them will be discarded, and we draw 4 cards again. Oh no, what happened now? See, we can't draw 4 cards because there's the dragon. We're not defeating the dragon yet, but the dragon tells us, oh, it's the end of the region. Whenever you cannot draw 5 cards, so 4 cards into your hand, and 1 as the key card here, behind the region card, right? Then the region is done. You're done with the region. That's like 1/4 of the game, almost, except for the final fight. So we put like everything aside. What we do is we take all the cards that we have used here, and we will just shuffle them up again. You can like do any shuffle that you want. I usually do like a few good overhand shuffles, right? Like this, it works quite well. And then I cut. And then we take the dragon again, put it in the back. We put the region 3 at the back because we're not there yet. So, right? Then we draw like the first 4 cards, again, almost all yellow. That's pretty funny. 4 cards. And then the region card, we turn over to region 2. We put it here like this. for like the key card, and this time we actually have combat. Finally, I can show you how that works. All right, so combat works like this, that you also like look at the number here and you count like from left to right, top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4 one. So we fight against this guy here. This is like kind of a tree golem, it looks like. Almost looks like it. All right, there are like several things here. By the way, I just realized that I made a few mistakes because there was like one symbol up here that I didn't show you how it works and I didn't resolve it. I just missed that. But I will now resolve this symbol so you kind of know like what these symbols do. So this one, this symbol here is that is an enemy ability. And you have like on your player aid, you do have like these symbols in case you can't remember them, which I can't. This one is freeze. That means like if you suffer early damage, you have to reserve, you have to discard your reserve card, the 4th one that you don't use as part of your action set. That sounds cryptic, but I will explain that in just a moment. All right, so here we have like the health of the enemy that we need to reach. It's similar to the journey, right? We need to reach 13 to have no penalty, to have like complete victory. Partial victory we get like with half rounded up, which means it would be 7 at least, right? 5 is the initiative, so now we also need to hit the initiative of the enemy in order to not be damaged. And then here is like the attack and the defense of the enemy. This means essentially if we attack, we don't really want to attack with blue because the enemy can like defend against blue, but nothing else, right? Which is fine because if you look here, we only have like, we have 3 attack cards, right? Because these, by the way, these separated ones here means we can attack and we can move. But we're going to choose this one here, right? This is our spell card. That's 8 attack. That is good. We need a red element card for that. We have one. Perfect. And then the biggest boost we can find is the 3 here. So let's take the 3 as a boost as well. I think that makes sense. Like this. That's our action set. We do 8 damage because of that spell card, because of the element card, the red one, the fire one, and also we have plus 3 boost. And now we also have initiative. And initiative is always the banner here at the top of the element card, which is that one here, right? And we have initiative of 3. Okay, so now we need to hit 2 things. First of all, we check whether or not we exceeded the initiative of the enemy. He has 5, we have 3. That's pretty bad, actually, right? So what I will do is I will take the boost and we can add that either to our spell, which is our attack now, could also be movement, right? When we do a journey, or we can add it to our initiative. I will add it to the initiative, so we have initiative of 6 now. That means we exceed the initiative. That's good. Otherwise, we would receive early damage, and early damage means we get like damaged once by the enemy. The second thing we do is we now check our attack here, which is 8 against the health of the enemy. That's 13. We only have 8. It's like a strong enemy to fight at the beginning, right? Like the first enemy we fight is actually like a pretty strong one. That means we have not have complete victory because we didn't reach 13, but we did reach half rounded up, at least, which would be 7. We have 8, so that's fine. We have partial victory. All right, so we don't get early damage because of the initiative. Also, we don't have to discard a reserve card of the freeze effect because we don't suffer early damage. Early damage is just regular damage. And also, because we have a partial victory, we have the penalty of receiving damage. Let's say you would only meet this like halfway and also don't have the initiative, you would be damaged twice. But we only get damaged once. Now we check down here. The damage here would be 3, right? And we can now have to soak that. Soaking that means we take our shields down here and we have to like reduce, like downgrade our cards until we have soaked 3 damage. So we can't soak 2 damage with any of these. Let me downgrade this one here to 1. Okay, this one is downgraded. And also we still have 1 damage that we need to soak, right? So let me also downgrade, I think this one here. Let me downgrade this one as well. So now we have soaked the 3 damage, right? Even if you can soak more than you receive damage, you need to downgrade it. So that was the penalty. We had to downgrade 2 cards. And now we can upgrade. We have 7 experience that we can distribute, but we cannot upgrade cards that we have just downgraded. Also, you can never downgrade a card twice in one turn, right? That's why I took 2 different cards. So these are already downgraded, so we can only upgrade these 2, but that works. We have 7 experience. There are 7 experience here, so we can just upgrade both cards. I will just do it like that. By the way, you can upgrade 1 card more than once during a turn, if it's possible, right? So I could have also done that because that one has 3 experience and I can upgrade once more to have level 4. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now let me just think. Yeah, this one was our reserve card. I kind of messed it up. So these 3 go to the back. Our action set, right? We draw 3 further cards. So I think now you know most of the rules. There are a few extra rules, like you can discard 1 card of your hand and the key card in order to divert, so to speak, I think it's called. That means you can, if you don't like what's up here, what you need to face, you can discard 1 card here, 1 card there, and then face the next one. You can do that twice during each turn. But of course, that also makes you go through the deck quicker, right? There's also one thing you can do, and I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's just continue the game now. So we have the journey here, 2. That means we need to reach 13. At best with blue. Oh, perfect. We do have a blue one here. So I can explain that to you. So 9, I would take... Oh, no, wait. I need a new blue element. We will take this one here. And the best boost would be this one here, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Actually, do I want to put that one here? Actually, no, I think I'm going to take this one. That should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. All right, so now we check that. We need to reach 13. We have 9 plus 2. That's 11. That's definitely not enough, right? But since we used a blue movement and there is a blue icon here, right? We use the same element. That's good. That means we can also add the boost of our reserve card to it. But we don't have to use it as the action set. We can just use the boost. That means we have 9 plus 2, that's 11, plus 3, that's 14. We definitely reached that. We even exceeded it. So no time penalty, and we can upgrade 7 experience. That's a lot. This one, the Frostfire Wall, would be nice to have. Can I upgrade it twice? So it would be 3 experience and 4 experience. Yeah. So I can use 7 experience to upgrade it all the way to level 4. That's nice. Now we have a nice attack card here. 10 attack, that's really good for the dragon at the end. So these 3 get discarded. This one we keep. And we draw 3 more cards like this. All right, we have another journey. We have so many journeys today, which I personally enjoy. I like journeys more because they you don't need to downgrade cards when you don't reach the threshold. All right, so that's 2. That's the same one again, 13. So now it's interesting, right? Because now we usually would use the 7, right? Because that's the higher number than 6. But if we use the 6, that's a blue one, right? That means we would get another boost. So I think that makes more sense, actually. I think, right? Does it make more sense? It does. Actually, yeah, I think it does make more sense. So we would do it like this. So I would have 6 now. I would use this one as the boost. That's now 9 plus that one. That's 10. But it's still not enough, right? As you can see, we need to reach 13. So we do have half or more than half rounded up. So that's fine. We do get to upgrade, but we also need to have the time penalty of 2. So these are discarded. But we get 7 to upgrade. I would like to get another one to 4 maybe. Determined March. Yeah, well, if we upgrade all the way, that would be up to 12. That's pretty good, actually. But we could also upgrade just these 2 here, right? Yeah, let's just upgrade these 2. Then we have 1 at 9, at 1 at 9 as well. They're both at 9. I think that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's upgrade these 2. So both to level 3. That was our action set to the back. This one we take to the next round. 1, 2, 3 cards. And now you see, it works, right? Because we still have that 1 key card here. So we still have 1 turn before the region's over again. Okay. So we actually have a hardship up here. Last time I forgot that. Now I will do it. The hardship means that this is night travel. That means we need to subtract our initiative from our boost. I will explain to that in just a moment, because initiative usually doesn't count for journeys, right? But here now it does. All right, so let's just see. We do journey 3, that's 11, yellow. Okay, we have yellow here, but we don't have a yellow element. Oh, that is bad. That is really bad now, because... Oh, no, actually, we can use the 7 here. That's fine as well. Yellow would have been better, but let's take the 7 here. So our initiative now... Our initiative is always the number on the element card. That means right now we would have to subtract 5 from our boost. So our boost will be, I don't really care. Let's just take this one here, I guess. So now we have 7. And our boost will be 3, but we need to just subtract the 5 here, right? That means -2 doesn't work. It's like a minimum of 0. That means we have a boost of 0. That means we have just 7 movement, but we need to reach, like for partial completion, we need to reach at least 6. We have 7, that's fine. So we do have a time penalty of 3, which doesn't matter because, well, we're at the end anyway, so that's fine. But we get to upgrade up to 5 experience. The best thing to do would be to actually upgrade this one here, because first of all, we need red movement for the boss at the end, but also because otherwise we would lose experience points, right? Like increasing that, upgrading this one here, for example, would leave us with 2 experience points we can't do anything with. So let's upgrade this one to a 4. These go to the back. This one we would continue, but we don't because we are at the end of the region. So again, we take all our cards without changing orientation and shuffle them. So we're halfway through the regions. And then at the end, we still need to defeat the dragon. Okay, so yeah, let's do another one. So we do have a better order here, or like more shuffled. So region 2 is done. So what we do now is we put the dragon at the back again, but now we go to region 3. That means region 2, we just put that in the back. I usually do it like this. And now we take region 3 at the top, but not before drawing our hand of cards. So now you pretty much know all the rules to play the game, except for the end boss and like a few small things that I haven't talked about yet because they didn't come up. But you now should have like a pretty clear picture of how this game works. Okay, battle number 3, 1, 2, 3. This guy here. This guy has 11 health. He also has like the poison effect. I actually know that one because that one has like triggered often so far. And that means like when I suffer damage this round, I also suffer damage next hand. Ooh, and he's like really strong. 11 and 9 initiative. That is a lot. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this here, and then I still need a boost. It doesn't really matter which boost I take. I think let me take this one here. So we have even more boost. Okay, so because I think no, that's not quite enough, right? It's not quite enough. I will suffer damage, unfortunately. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, but that's the way it is. Okay, so I do 10 damage here because I have the red element here, right? But I only have an initiative of 6. So now I can add my boost here, the +5, to either my damage or my initiative. It doesn't really matter because I can't get to 11 and 9. So let's just add it to the initiative. So I don't receive early damage, but I only have 10 damage instead of 11. That means we only have like partial victory. That means I need to actually soak 2 damage. I will soak these 2 damage with what? I might want to soak it with this one here. Yeah, I think I will soak it with that one, this sort of light. We will have to like improve that again at some point, but okay. And then we get 7 experience. Okay. We cannot really use all 7 experience. What I could also do instead, give me a second. Yeah, I think that's better. I think I will actually soak the damage maybe with this one here. I would have to like put it back up, but I will soak it with that one because now I can use the 7 experience to upgrade this one once. And then I still have 4 experience left and I can upgrade all the way to 4. I think that's clever. All right, these go to the back. No, more clever, you say. And then we draw 3 new cards. We have a journey again. We always have journeys. That's really crazy. Like what a weird playthrough today. All right, and we do have a hardship here again. This one is night travel again. We need to subtract our initiative again from our boost. We already know that one. Okay, so let's see. We need to reach 10. Can we do that? Yeah, I think we can. And then let me use the 3 here. Okay, so we have a movement of 9. We have a boost of 3, but we need to subtract these 2 here from the 3, right? So we have 9 and a boost of 1. That's 10 exactly, and we need exactly 10. So we are just fine. So we would have no penalty, but you can see down here, right, that we have a journey peril. And that one says, if you fail to attain complete victory, we suffer 1 damage. So we would have a time penalty and also downgrade 1 card. But we got complete victory, right? Because we have 9 plus 1, that's 10. So we are fine. So we can upgrade 5. Yeah, if there's any of these 3 cards, this one wouldn't make sense because we lose experience. River Swiftness would be pretty good, like any of these two River Swiftnesses, so to speak, right? And they're both like pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same card here, right? But if we upgrade this one, we also get the peril here, right? Like we get one of these hardships. So instead, let me upgrade this one. So you see, there's even for upgrading, there's like a lot of thought that you have to put into all of that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think we're close to the end of the... yeah, well, we still have like, including this one, we have like 2 or maybe 3 turns. Let's see. Let's see here. We have the battle 2. This guy here. This one is actually good symbol. This one is slow. This enemy ability, and this one says that we may use move instead of attack against the enemy, which is good. But this one here is a hardship. That means that if we suffer early damage, we double it. That means we definitely need to exceed 4 initiative. Now imagine we had this guy paired with that symbol. That would be really tough. But 4 initiative, like 3 or 4 cards work here. So that's fine. So we need to reach 11 damage. I think... Oh, I can't quite do it, right? Because... Oh, no, we need to reach 14. I have 11 here. And we would have a boost of 2 maximum. So 13. Yeah, that's all I can do. That's the best I can do. But, okay, that's... I guess the way it is. Let me do it like this, actually. Okay. So, now, first we look at early damage. Initiative 4, we have initiative 5. We are fine. Then we need to reach 14. We reached 11 plus 2. That's 13 only, unfortunately. So we do get damaged. We receive now 3 damage. So now I can show you something else, because 3 damage means that, but it's blue. This 3 damage here is blue. That means if I soak with a blue shield, which I have here, I can soak double that value. So instead of soaking just 2, I can soak 4 with that one. That means instead of downgrading like one of these better cards or like 2 cards, I can only downgrade this one card here because that one soaks 4 blue damage. This is 3 blue damage, right? So we just downgrade this one. That's fine. And we get 8 experience. You know what? I will just upgrade these 2 here, because this one should give me a shield then, a red shield. Oh no, it doesn't. That's bad. But like having 2 movement symbols, you know what? No, I will still upgrade this one. No, wait, I will upgrade this one to a 3 first. Yeah, then it needs 6 for another upgrade. Then I will upgrade this to a 4. Okay, so these 3 go to the back. We draw 3 more cards. And that would be the last turn, unfortunately. Okay, that means we could actually divert this time if we wanted to. So damage this guy here. This guy has poison again. Ooh, this is bad. Oh, wait, did I think I didn't resolve the poison earlier that I got. You see, like when I'm recording the video, sometimes I miss a few rules. When I play like for myself, I usually don't. This enemy is like really bad because we only have movement and like really bad attack. So I will actually do the divert action. That means we need to discard 1 card from our hand. I will just discard... Which one will I discard? I will discard the adapt card, and also we discard the key card. So now we have a new enemy, which is even worse. And we can divert 1 more time if we wanted to, right? I think I might divert 1 more time and hope for a journey, because I could actually get together quite a decent journey, but I can't do any attack. Yeah, I would have to divert 1 more time. So let me get rid of, let me just think, this one here. Let me get rid of this one, I guess, and this one as well. So now we have another battle. Okay, yeah, then we have an issue. We just cannot defeat that enemy, right? That means we will just, what we will do is, we must suffer early damage, but we'll have to suffer it anyway, right? So we suffer early damage and regular damage. So we suffer 4 damage, but we can soak 6 with one of these cards. So yeah, then I unfortunately have to downgrade one of those. That was really bad. Okay. And no experience, but that's the way it is. Okay, so now let's take these cards, shuffle again. Now we're in the last region, and I'm not doing very well because I downgraded more cards than I wanted to. I didn't upgrade a whole lot of cards, I think, right? So let's just see. Okay, so again, put the boss in the back. We put the unused region card in the back, and the region 4, and then the region card we turn to 4, and we draw 4 cards again, like this. So you see, this game is like easily playable in your hand, but you will have to like practice a little bit, right? Now let me think. I think the other Dragons of Etchinstone I haven't played in a while, but I think you did it differently. I think you actually put the region cards behind because they had like 2 regions on one set, and it was like a little bit harder to hold. I find this new way easier to hold, definitely. Okay, so we have a battle again, and we're doing really. Oh, well, actually we're doing okay. Number 3, 14 health and 8 initiative. This is freeze again, so if we suffer early damage, we also have to discard our reserve card. Well, let's see. So the most damage we can do would be 10, like this. That's actually not too bad. And then +2. It's not perfect, because you see, we don't suffer early damage. We have 8 initiative. He has 8 initiative. That's fine. But we can only reach 12 damage instead of 14. That means we do suffer damage. Oh, actually, by the way, no. He has a yellow shield. That means he soaks 2 of our yellow damage. That means we do 8 damage +2. That's 10. That's still enough for like having half. So we suffer 4 damage, 4 yellow damage. I will soak that with this one here, I think. Yeah, this one is not a great. I haven't really upgraded that either yet. Anyway yet. And then we get 8 experience. So I will definitely get that to level 4 because it's the last time I can upgrade this card. In this one, I will get at least to level 2. It's better than nothing. Okay. Next battle or whatever. It's a journey again, as usual. We have so many journeys. But that's good. We have like journey cards in here again. I have the feeling I have no damage cards. Okay, so journey. The best thing we could do is this one here with a 7, right? Journey number 4 is yellow. But we don't have a yellow element, so it doesn't work. And also we don't have any 2 of the same color except for this card, right? Besides this card. So yeah, that's the best we can do. 7, that's 9. We don't have any impediments here. That's good. +3, I guess. Yeah, so we are at 10. But we need to reach 11. Oh, that's bad. Can't I do anything? No, there's no way to do more than 10. Yeah, that's a shame, but that's the way it is. Okay, that means we have 10. That means we do have that time penalty. Oh, by the way, there is actually about a hardship we have here, or like a journey peril. That means steep. That means we need to increase the journey's MP, like move points, by your reserve card's boost, which is 1. That means we would have to reach 12. Well, we only reached 10 anyway. That's fine. We do have to discard 3 cards, which is a lot. But you do get to upgrade 5 experience. So let's see. 5 experience. What makes the most sense? We could upgrade this several times, right? 1. Oops. Oh, come on. 1 and then 4. You know what I will do? I will upgrade this to a 2. And then I still have 4 experience left. I will upgrade the fleet-footed. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Let me upgrade that as well. Okay, these go to the back. Reserve, we take into our next hand. Okay, so let's see. We have another journey. This is so crazy. This is like a playthrough with almost only journeys. So we are walking so much, but we have no idea how to fight. Well, that's going to be fun for the dragon at the end. Okay, so journey number 2, that's 13 and purple. We cannot work with purple, but we do have blue here. That's fine. Let's put the boost here in front. Do we have any hardships or journey perils? No, we don't. That's fine. So that's fine. I have 12 movement +2. That's 14 movement. I need to reach 13. No time penalty. We can upgrade 6. So either this one once or these 2 once each. This one would bring me to 13 damage, but 13 red damage is not very good, and we already have a red shield. So that's fine. I will upgrade that to a 3, and this one as well. That's better. Okay, then let's put these in the back. And do we still have 1, 2, 3? Oh, we draw 3 cards, but we don't have a key card here. That means we're done. All right, we are done with our traveling and fighting, at least like the regular mobs. Now we take all the cards that we have here. By the way, one thing I want to tell you, we also can soak damage with a 1 card, but that one is then removed from the game completely, right? So yeah, that would be kind of bad, but we didn't do that, so that's fine. So let's shuffle all of our cards here. Let's shuffle them well, without changing orientations as usual. Okay, just like that. Okay. And then what we do now is the following. We take our region cards and put them in the back, just like that. And we take 7 cards as our hand this time. And we put the dragon just on top like that. We don't need like anything there anymore. We don't need to hold it like this. We can just put them on top. All right. These are now our 7 cards. This might be more challenging for people, for all of you not really used to playing in-hand cards, holding a lot of cards in your hands, right? But just put them on the table then. But it's definitely possible to like learn how to work with that. I usually just then manipulate the cards like this, right? Okay, so now we have fight against the Rodwing, the last breath. There are 3 things here to consider. These 2 are important for later, not for now. We have the first phase, which is like the journey phase. First, we need to like have this journey test that we need to succeed in. So you see, it's exactly the same as on all other cards, but there are 3 tiers here. We want to reach like a journey value of 20 at least. If we reach less than tier 1, than 20, we lose immediately. We lose the entire game. So we need to reach 20 at least. So hopefully we have upgraded well enough. But the more we reach 23 or even 28, the less time penalty we get. And time penalties are bad because the more time penalty we get, the less cards we have for the battle. Because we still need to fight the dragon as well. So let's just see. Let me just put that aside so you can see it easier on camera. But we need to reach 20 at least, at best 28. So now the red cards really come in handy. So what do we do with 7 cards? We actually now construct 2 action sets, right? So our first action set, I will use the red movement here. I need a red. Oh, I actually need a red card for that, which I don't have. Ooh, but we should. Ah, that's bad. Okay, then instead, maybe, let me see. Instead, I might have to use the 7 then, I guess. Let's try it with the 7, right? Well, we have 11 and 11. We could also work with that. You know what? Let's do that, I think. Okay, then let's do it like this. I will take 11 movement here and put a yellow card as the element card here, right? Like this. Okay, for this one, we don't have an element card, but I can do the fusion that you already know, right? And let's do it like this here. Fuse these 2. So we now have 2. We now have 22 movement. Okay. But we still get like our 2 boosts, right? So our boost of 3 and another boost of 3. So now you see there are 6 cards here. 7, right? But I've used these 2. So now we have 2 action sets. We are like usual. We have this one here, right? Which is 11 movement plus 3 boost. That's 14. And here we have 11 movement plus 3 boost. That's 14 as well. You know how much it is? That is 28. That is exactly what we need to reach for the highest tier. That's really good. So what we do is we have a time penalty of 1. That means we take the next card behind the dragon and discard it to the back behind the region cards as usual. And all of these cards that we just used, we also put them all in the back. One thing, you can actually also like regroup. That means from these 7 cards you draw, you can discard 1 card. It's gone. But you reshuffle the other 6 and put them like at the bottom of these cards here. That means like, for example, if I had like it was really good now, right? This was a really good hand to draw because like really low attack cards, except that one, and really high movement cards. But if I had like more attack cards and movement cards or whatever, which I need like for the battle afterwards, then I could have like regrouped, like discard 1 card and put the other 6 behind the deck. But I didn't have to do that, so that's fine. So put this one here. And now what we do is now we draw all the cards that are left. In my case, that should be 6, I think, right? 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. Now you see, had I discarded 1 or 2 more cards, I would have only 6 or 7 cards, right? But now I have 8 cards. I can work with that. Okay, we do the same thing again. We create 2 action sets. What do we want to do with these action sets? Well, first of all, we want to reach this initiative here. Otherwise, we receive early damage, which is 9 damage. That's a lot. Also, the dragon has like 4 red shields, right? So we want to try to avoid red attacks, if possible. And then here you see 3 tiers again. We need to deal 22 damage at least. If we deal less, we lose immediately, just like over here. And we can also have like 27 or 32. And that's like all the damage we have to soak. We have to soak this damage here, depending on which tier we reach, plus the early damage if we can't prevent that. And we need to soak that all with just these cards, with these 8 cards I have here. Otherwise, we lose the game. So let's see how that works. So we do pretty much the same thing again. Like everything, we apply everything that we've learned throughout the game. So what is the highest attack that I have? I have 2 10s here that are not red. That is good. So this one here, I would have a blue for the element. That's good. And then here I have, no wait. Here I have a yellow. And I would have a yellow element as well, but I want a higher boost. Let's do it like this. Okay, so like 2 action sets. I'm starting them here, but I still want like good boost cards, right? Also, my initiative is at 8. That's not quite enough. Then let me do it differently. Then let me, but the boost. How much damage would I do here? I would now do 20 damage, which is, not even enough. That's not enough. And I would receive early damage. Okay, that's pretty bad because I've only upgraded my journey cards, right? That was like, that's going to be an issue for me now. But okay, we can do it a little bit differently. I can take away this one again, put this one here instead. So now, if we take a look at these two, we have initiative of 13. That's enough. Okay, that's good. And I still do 20 damage. So now we need to put like the biggest boosts we have. We have 2 3s. Okay. Then let's put a 3 boost right here and another 3 boost right there. All right. We still have 2 cards left over, right? We don't need those. These are like for fusing or for whatever we need, right? So look at this here. We now have, these are our 2 action sets. Let me put these away. We don't need those at the moment. We have 2 action sets here, right? And we look at the initiative, 9 plus 4, that's 13. So we don't get early damage. That is really good. And now we look at our damage that we do. We do 10 plus 3, that's 13. Plus 10, that's 23. Plus 3, that's 26. We are just short of reaching that tier. So we're just in the upper tier. So we still receive 27 damage. 27 red damage. So now we take these cards, but only these that we have here. And now we need to soak 27 damage. Remember, we can only soak with each card once. Do we have any red shields? We don't. I think we will lose, actually. So 27 damage. We can soak 2. So that's downgraded. And 25 still left. Minus 4, that's 21. Minus 5, that is 16. Minus 3, that's 13. Minus 6, that's 7. Oh, minus 2, it's 5. And this one is destroyed. Minus 3, that's 2. Oh, actually, no. We can just use this one for 5, right? Downgrade this one, and we have soaked all damage from the dragon. All 27 damage we have soaked. We didn't get early damage, luckily. That means we won the game. We made it. But we're not quite done yet, because you can like say, okay, you won the game, that's fine. But there is like something on top. You can also like check out your score, how well you actually won. And I think that's great, this game, right? Because like I always want to have a win-loss condition, but I think it's even a little bit better if you actually have like also a way to like rank your wins, so to speak, right? So I was like note down the points that I get. So let's see how many points we get. So what we do is this card we destroyed here, right? Because we had to downgrade it. So I will like just remove that one. And like all other cards, even the ones that you put behind here for the last journey, right? We take all of these cards without changing orientations. We just count the points here at the top left. So 3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 17, 18, 22, 24, 27, 28, 32, 35, 37, 40. That means we have like a score of 40. There is no scoring table or anything, at least as far as I know. Maybe I missed one, but there's not a scoring table, but now I have 40 points. So next time I play and I win, then I can like see how many points do I have. So I've definitely, this is not my best game. I definitely have got more than 40 points several times, right? So, but it's also a decent game because I also like won games with only 30 points, like 30 something points, right? So 40 points, I think it's like right, like kind of in the middle of the games that I've won. Yeah. So if you fail to soak the damage at the end, if you fail to reach any of these like tier 1s, then you just lose the game, right? And it's not difficult to lose the game. I think I'm quite decent at the game right now, or like in general, because I've played it like quite often. And also this was like the easier boss, right? With these cards, the way I upgrade them, I think I would have had a much harder time for the other bosses. But yeah, this is how you play Dragons of Etchinstone, the base game, the new version by Chip Theory Games. If you want to see like how the old version looked like, check it out on my channel. You can check out the video right there. I will not give you a full review because I have given my review for the original Dragons of Etchinstone, like in my other video that I recorded like maybe 2 years or something ago. And also I've given you my review of North Vale already. So not a full review here, but I will just tell you that I really like this game. I think this is like one of the most clever and well-designed like in-hand portable solo card games that I've ever seen. I think it's a really, really good game. It is not one I pull out all the time because it is a pretty long game, right? Okay, now I've been talking a lot and showing you how to play the game, and I should the video should be a little bit less than an hour, like after I have like edited it down. But still, like if I play the game without talking too much, I still need like 30 to 45 minutes. So this is not like an in-hand card game you play like in 15 minutes and you're done, right? You need to like have the time of 30 or 45 minutes. But the good thing is, since there is no like orientations like this you need to do, right? You always have them in the upright orientation. You can easily save your game. Let's say we would have it like this here, right? You could easily save your game by just putting like your hand of cards that you currently have on top, right? That's it. Because this is like your hand of cards, and this is like how you have to continue, right? And you can just continue playing. So actually it's quite okay. But this game like demands a lot of brain power. It is because it is like quite complex, a lot of things to take keep in mind. And it like takes quite a bit, right? This is why it doesn't like hit the hand, not table, the hand not as often as other games, but still I played quite often actually. And I gotta say, while I really appreciate the general game design and I really appreciate like the old version, the original version that Joe Klipfel did, I personally like this new version a little bit more. Yes, it has more cards because I think the old version had like, only 1 dragon cards with like 4 dragons each, and also only 1 region card with like all 4 regions on both cards. That's cool because you have less cards. But I like this way still because I pretty much like the way they did these symbols here. They also like Joe Klipfel also did it great in like the original version of the game, but I still like it a lot here. So yeah, I actually like this new version a little bit more. I like the cards. At first they're very slippery, but the more you play it, the less slippery they get. But you see, they're still, well, it's kind of hard to see now, but they're still quite slippery. But it gets better the more you play. But this is like a really, really good game. If you want like a solo game you can take with you, especially if you have like this cool case. And if not, you can just take like one of these regular like wallets, right? Where you can put games in, and then you can put it in there or whatever you want to do. There's like if you want like a really portable game with a lot of nice like tactical decisions that you can make with a lot of variety as well, I can like highly suggest Dragons of Etchinstone. And because I like the game so much back then, I've already given it my go into like the Ace of Games Award, and that is of course not going to change. The game is still amazing. I like the new version a little bit more, I gotta say. Just gotta be honest here. I like this one a lot more. People have been saying that they had issues with like the quality of the cards, and you can probably not see it on camera. On camera, I think it all looks good, but there are some cards where some of the foil is a little bit, it's disappearing slightly, but only a little bit. You can like see it on some cards, but maybe not on camera. And also like the edges are slowly starting like signs of wear, and that is pretty crazy because these are like PVC cards, right? And they shouldn't have this issue, right? With regular cards, okay, but I've played like this version of the game. I've played this now, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times. And that shouldn't happen, right? So, and I don't know how these will look like after more plays, but this is nothing that really like impacts gameplay, right? The gameplay is still amazing. I think I like the artwork. I like the way everything is like organized here. So they did a really good job of giving it this treatment. And if I can manage to put them on my channel at some point, I already also have the North Vale expansion that I can show to you at some point, and also the Siege expansion, but I'm not quite sure yet if I will actually be able to fit it in my schedule, but let's just see. Well, and that is how you play Dragons of Etchinstone, the new version by Chip Theory Games. Thank you for watching this video and sticking to the very end. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support, especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The big thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. If you want to support my channel, you're very welcome to do so by watching, liking, and commenting my videos, subscribing to my channel, maybe supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.